Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome back, namaste. Today is day 21 and this is Be Present. Remember, if you've not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button now, click the little bell to get your notifications and give this video a little thumbs up. Grab your mat and a space on the floor and meet me there. Hello everyone, begin by coming sitting down in Sukhasana on the floor here. If you'd like to put a cushion or something under your hips here to help elevate you up, feel free to do that. But once you get here, just come and sit up nice and straight spine, tailbone in line with your crown here. And just come and sit down and close your eyes for a minute here. We're just going to take a couple of breaths in and out through our nose, just inhaling and exhaling, just in your own time, in your own pace. And while you're here, just set some intentions for yourself for today. Just take this moment to be present, to be focused on your mat here today. Take this time for you. One more inhale. And exhale to release. Your next inhale, raise your arms all the way up and overhead. Bring your hands together at the top, and as you exhale, lower your hands down to your heart center. And we're just going to do this sweeping motion a few times just to start warming up the body. You can do it a little bit faster if you want to. Inhaling to rise and exhaling to fall. And one more time. This time, inhale, raise your arms up. And when you get to the top, just come and lean over for a side bend here, stretching out that right side body. And then up and over for an inhale and exhale to the other side. Just do this a few times. Inhale to rise and exhale to fold to the side, keeping that sit bone on the floor. When you exhale to come over, try and keep your chest nice up and open. And if you want, the more you go, just try and see if you can lean a little bit deeper each time. Last one, inhale up. And as you exhale, come over to the right hand side here and just hold for a little bit. Nice deep stretch. If you want, walk your hand out a little bit further and come and see if you can stretch over a little bit deeper, keeping that sit bone connected to the floor. Great, inhale to rise up. And exhale over to the other side. Again, we're going to give a hold on this side for a few breaths. And walking out further if you want to, deepen that stretch. Great, come all the way up. And exhale, release your hands back down by your sides. Now here, we're just going to gently stretch out our neck. So just tilting your head side to side, getting a nice stretch up the side of your neck here. Keeping it controlled. Don't just let it flop side to side. Be aware of your body's movements. Inhale to come up. And exhale to go over the other side. Great. And you can do some yes now. Using your head up. Exhale to tilt it down, chin to chest. Getting a nice stretch up the back of your neck here. Inhale to tilt your head up. Get a nice stretch in the front of your throat here, but don't collapse all the way back into your neck. Try and keep that controlled and a bit of space at the back of your neck here. And forward. Lovely. You can create some little circles here as well with your nose up and round. Another way. Right, well done. Come onto all fours. From here, we're just going to do a couple of wrist exercises. So again, you've done this before, so just take some big circles round, clockwise and anti-clockwise, just to loosen off those wrists, strengthen them. And the other way. And you can turn your hands opposite sides and go round. Just take a moment here in your own time to do this. And really feel the movements. This time you can try and turn your right palm so the top of your hand is now on the floor, and see if you can push into the floor a little bit into this hand. Great. Give that a wee shake off. And then maybe try it with the opposite hand now. So turn your left hand up so the palm's facing you, and just gently press the top of your hand into the floor here. Right, you can shake that wrist off now as well. Perhaps you want to come and do your hand raises, your knuckle up onto your knuckles here. Again, we've been doing this a few times now, so you can always send your body weight a wee bit further forward if you'd like more of a challenge. If you feel like you're getting stronger. Oh, lovely. And again, just shake your wrists off, which you've done a couple of them. Return to your tabletop position here. Bring your toes together, big toes together, widen your knees, and come and sit back into wide knees child's pose. Stretching your arms out in front of you here. And just take a moment to breathe. Again, maybe revisit your intentions here. Taking this time for you, being present here on your mat at this time. Try not to let any distractions of the day ahead get in your way for the next 30 minutes or so. And breathe deeply, inhale and exhale. Right. When you're ready, come back to tabletop. So from here, tuck your toes and send your hips up to the ceiling. Come to your first downward dog. Feel free to pedal this out. Twisting those hips. Twisting out the side body, stretching out the sides. And when you've found it, get some stillness here. And let's just begin by rising up on our toes and then lowering back down. Each time, see if you can send your heels further back to the floor. And we do this a couple of times, just in your own time again. Exhale to lower. Inhale to rise up on your toes. Exhale to send them back down. Great. Find a bit of stillness here again. And this time bend your knees quite generously, so come down and bend them right low. And then inhale to raise your hips up to the sky. And as you do so, don't worry about completely straightening out your legs. Just focus on sending your hips high. Sending your heart to the floor. And again, bend your knees. And then send your hips all the way up to the sky again. And breathe. One more time. Exhale.
And inhale, push your hips up high to the sky. And then try and focus on pushing your heels back and down. Sending your chest, your heart to the earth. Keeping your shoulders back and down, away from your ears. Great. Inhale, rise up. Come to high plank. And then you're going to chaturanga. You've got the option of lowering your knees to the floor. All the way down here. Upward facing dog or cobra. And then come back to your downward dog. Find a bit of stillness here. Inhale to raise your right leg to a three-legged dog. Breathe. Alright. Inhale and then exhale to lower that foot back down. Inhale to raise the left. Square off those hips. Great. Exhale, release your left leg back down. And come and lower your knees down to wide child's pose. And sit your bum back to your heels. Take your hands over to the right side here. And just stretch out that left side body. You can place your left hand on top of your right hand. That'll help with the stretch. Great, come back to the centre. Inhale and then come over to the left hand side. Taking the right hand on top of the left hand. Come into a nice side stretch up the right side body now. Great. Inhale, come back to the centre. Rise up. Tabletop. And from here, take your right leg and just bring it to the mat in front of you here. And come in for a nice deep lunge. You can keep your back leg planted on the ground here. And raise your chest up. You can rest your hands on your lap here. And just feel a nice easy stretch here in your hips. Be present with your breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Being mindful of how the body feels. Just taking your time to really feel out your body and work into these poses. Inhale. As you exhale, send your hips back. Releasing the front of your foot off the floor and coming balancing on your heel. Keeping your hips nice and square. Try not to dip in any way, just keep them up nice and straight, nice straight back here. And just as you exhale, fold forward over that leg. Create a nice stretch all the way back into your hamstring and calf here. Another big inhale. Great. Inhale as you exhale, release back forward into your lunge. Plant your hands on the other side of your foot here and just release your right leg back to meet your left leg. And this time you're going to bring your left leg in front of you now and create that nice deep lunge here. Remember to keep breathing. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling down deep into your throat, into your belly. One more. Great, and as you exhale, send your hips back, releasing the ball of your foot off the floor and balance on your left heel now, keeping your hips nice and square. Keep your foot nice and flexed. Inhale, head, chest up, and as you exhale, fold over that leg. Inhale, deep exhale, and then as you inhale again, just shift your body weight back forward, planting your hands in front of you here, and shift your left leg back to meet your right. Come back to tabletop here, tuck your toes and send your hips back up to come into downward dog. From here, just take a bit of stillness. Another breath or two. Breathe in deeply. Shift your body weight forward, come into high plank, followed by lowering down, chaturanga.
Inhale, the cobra, upward facing dog. Take a moment here. Breathe. Shoulders back and down.
Exhale back to downward facing dog. Then just take some baby steps. Walk yourself up towards your hands, top of the mat, and just take a nice fold here. You can bend your knees here and fold forward. And just hang for a minute. You can take hold of each elbow here and just sway back and forward. Place your hands back to your ankles. Maybe pull yourself in a little bit. Deepen that stretch. Still keeping your knees bent if that feels good to you. Or if you'd like to straighten them out slightly. Great. Inhale and rise. Hands to meet at the top, and as you exhale, your hands to your heart center. Take a moment here, take a couple of breaths. Revisit your intentions. Next inhale, rise your arms all the way to the top, hands to meet at the top. As you exhale, fold forward all the way. Taking a bend in your knees if you need it. Inhale to halfway lift, stretching out that spine, creating some space in your hips here. Exhale, lower your hands, step back, high plank, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. And pause here for a breath or two. Deep inhale through your nose and exhale deep into your belly. And again. Next inhale, rise up onto your toes, shift your body weight forward, jump, step, walk to the top of the mat, come into your halfway lift here. And as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower your hands back to your heart center. Inhale, rise. All the way up and round. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank, lower down, chaturanga. Shift the body weight forward. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Again, take some stillness here. Really push your hips up to the ceiling here, taking a bend in your knees if you need it. Shoulders back and down, heart sending it to the floor. Inhale, deep exhale through your nose. One more. And again, exhale deep down. Inhale, rise up onto your toes. Step, jump, walk to the top of the mat. Come to a half lift here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise your arms up all the way up. And exhale deep into your belly. Lower your hands to your heart center. So this first bit, I'm going to stand to face you just so you can see what I'm doing. So our first position is going to be eagle pose, which we've not done yet. So for this one, you want to raise your right leg up, bend it in, and you want to cross it over your left leg and come into a deep bend on that left balancing leg here. And if your flexibility allows, you want to wrap the shin of your right leg around the back of your left calf. But otherwise, you can just sit here. If that's all you can do as well, if that's what your flexibility allows, just tuck your right leg over your left as if you're sitting down in a chair cross-legged, and just try and bring your calf close into your left calf. And your arms for this as well will be doing a bit of a twist too. So you want to send your right arm underneath your left arm here, cross them over top of each other, and bend both elbows. And again, if your flexibility allows, you want to eventually get your palms touching each other. So if you can bring them in like this, bit of a twist. I'm just slightly off it. So don't try and push it too much. If you can't reach it, just keep your palms, back of your hands facing each other. Or if you can't do that, just bring your hands to your shoulders like so. You should still get the same stretch behind your shoulders here. And what you want to do is lift and raise your arms up while you're in that position, okay? And you'll feel a nice stretch there in your shoulders. And then when we come to do the other leg, you're going to do the opposite side from what you did with your arm. So if you went under with your right arm, the next time you want to go under with your left. And again, you might find one side's easier, looser than the other. But see how you get on. So come and stand at the top of your mat where you left off. Take a nice big inhale and deep exhale. Shift your body weight onto your left leg now. Try and get some grounding in that left foot. You can take a slight bend in your knee if that helps, okay? Inhale to lift your right leg up and send it up and over to your left, and come and sit down into eagle pose. Send your arms out in front of you and take that twist variation. Send your arms up slightly and just focus on a spot here. And just breathe, tucking your tailbone in, squeezing your glutes and tummy. Great, inhale and exhale. Great, lovely. Inhale, rise up, release your legs and your arms. And come in. Inhale and come to your chair pose here. Tailbone back and down. Release your hands to your heart centre from here. Now sit back nice and deep if you can. Try not to push your bum out. Tuck your tailbone and keep your back nice and straight. Send your left over to your right knee here. Come into a twist. Try and see if you can keep your knees in line with each other. Taking your heart up to the sky. See if you can get your thumb to meet your middle of your chest here. You can turn your big toes in to face each other a little bit if you want. And create a nice twist here for your spine. Take your gaze up to the ceiling and breathe. Again, take a moment to feel how this feels in your body. Great. Exhale, release your hands back up, all the way up, coming straight in your spine. And then send your right leg back and come into a high lunge here. Head chest up, arms all the way up to the sky, nice and straight. Again, keeping your tailbone nice and tucked in, tummy tight here. Just hold for a few breaths. Inhale, rise up and turn to face the front of your mat here. Turning your toes to face in towards each other, okay? Nice wide stance. Inhale, raise your arms up and fold all the way forward. Hands to reach the mat here. Inhale for a half lift here, keeping the back nice and straight. Then actually exhale, fold forward completely to the floor. You can take a bit of a softness in your knees here. Toes turn in towards each other. Alright. Plant your right hand down in the middle of the mat, in between your feet here. And release your left arm up to the sky and come into a twist here. Sending your gaze up to meet your hand. And focus on twisting your heart to the sky. Nice big inhale, and as you exhale, release. your left hand back to the ground. Securing that left hand onto the floor now. You're going to peel your right hand away and come up to a twist to the right now. All the while engaging your legs, trying to squeeze your muscles here, your inner thighs. One more inhale, and as you exhale, release your right hand back to the ground now. Take another wee moment here, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest, halfway lift here. Nice straight spine, bend the knees slightly and roll on up to the top again. Really. Inhale and return to the top of the mat here. We're going to do this on the left hand side again. We're just going to take it slow just so you can feel it out. Feel how your body feels in each position, get it right. So take a moment here, deep inhale and deep exhale through your throat into your belly. Lovely. Inhale, raise your left leg, grounding your right leg into the floor. Send that left leg up and over your right, come and bend into that right leg here. Find a bit of stillness here. And as before, if you sent your right arm underneath, this time send your left arm underneath. Come into eagle pose. Send your elbows up. Find some stillness. Breathe. One more. Great. Inhale, straighten out that leg and release them. Then gently release your arms. Inhale, raise your arms up to chair pose. Get a nice sit down here. Release your hands to your heart centre. Take your right elbow now over to your left hand side. Come into a nice twist. Remember to adjust your feet if you need to. And twist up, take your gaze up to the ceiling. Great. One big inhale, exhale. Inhale, release. Come and raise your arms all the way up, straighten your legs, and then take your left leg back now to a high lunge here. Nice deep lunge. Shimmy it back further if you need to. Big inhale and exhale. Relax your shoulders back and down, keeping your tummy nice and tucked in. Try and straighten out that back leg if you can. Inhale and exhale deeply. Great, another big inhale. And exhale. This time, inhale, rise up and straighten your front leg. Plant your back foot straight on the ground now if you can. You can have it turn out slightly. And from here, inhale, roll your shoulders back. You can either bring your hands into prayer position here, behind your back, or you can just grasp onto either elbow. Whatever feels comfortable for you, whatever your flexibility allows. Inhale to open that chest, and as you exhale, fold forward over that front leg. Try and take your torso over the leg and not pushing your hips back and coming over too much to the left there. Keep it directly over this leg and you should feel a nice stretch right on the outside of this thigh here in this leg. Try and keep your chest open, pushing your palms together if your hands are in prayer position. You can take a bit of a softness here in your knee as well so that you're not causing too much compression on your knee there. And gently just stretch this out. You can let your head drop. Inhale and exhale. One more big inhale. Forward and exhale. Great, inhale. Create a bit of bend in that knee and raise up. Release your arms and come to stand back at the top of the mat. Well done, let's speed that up this time. Try and go a bit quicker. You've got the feel of how everything should feel. And just be present and mindful about what you're doing, okay? So take a moment here again. Nice big inhale. Exhale deep into your belly. Great. Next inhale, plant that right leg nice and grounded. Take your left leg up and over. Sit back down into eagle pose here. Take your right arm underneath your left. Take your arms into eagle pose. Sending your elbows up. Create a nice stretch here, the back of your shoulders. Inhale. And exhale, release your legs back down. Come into chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, lower down. Come and send your heart to the sky. Come into a twist here. Nice inhale. Exhale, release. Come and send your arms all the way up nice and straight. Send your right leg back behind you into a nice deep lunge. Inhale. Right, exhale, come and straighten your legs and turn your body to face the front. Arms still up in the air. Nice big inhale, and as you exhale, fold forward. Come to a halfway lift here. Make sure your toes are facing in towards each other here. As you exhale, fold forward. Come into a nice deep stretch here. Plant your right hand, release your left, come into a twist. Breathe it out. Great, exhale, lower the left hand. Peel the right hand, twist up the right. Inhale. Another big inhale, and as you exhale, release the right hand down, forward fold. A wee bit deeper here. Inhale to halfway lift. Bend the knees and roll up. Great. Exhale, come and stand at the top of the mat. Inhale, send the weight onto the left side. Raise your right leg. Send it over, eagle pose to the left now. Do the opposite way with your arms. Great. Inhale. Exhale, release. Send your arms up, Utkatasana, inhale. Exhale, your hands to heart center and come into a side twist here in chair pose. Heart up to the ceiling, inhale. Great, exhale, release hands. Send your arms up and come and stand. This time you want to send your right leg back. Come into a nice deep lunge here. Inhale. Great, and as you exhale, plant that back foot down, straighten the front leg. It's your left leg that should be in front this time now. Send your arms behind you into a prayer position. Great, exhale, fold forward over that leg. And again, take a slight bend in that knee if you need it. And send your chest over that knee. Great, inhale. And exhale, come all the way back up. Release your arms and come and stand at the top of your mat here. Inhale and exhale. Great. From here, inhale, raise your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, fold forward nice and gently and slowly. Come into a forward fold. Just take a moment here. Again, if you need to bend your knees because it feels too tight in your hamstrings, do that. And just bring yourself in with the help of your hands on your ankles. Plant your hands on the floor here and take your left or right foot behind the other one and just cross it behind you and come to sit down on the floor. Sit on your bottom here, legs straight out in front of you. And we're just going to take a moment here in Dandasana staff pose. So sit up on your sit bones. If you feel like you need a blanket or a block or a cushion under your hips here to help elevate you up a wee bit. If it feels too much in your hamstrings, do that. And from here, just see if you can keep a nice straight spine, hands to the floor, shoulders back and down here. Flex your feet up. Engage the muscles in your legs here. Try and keep your legs together. I'm just going to take a moment here. Be present. See how it feels in your body. Nice straight spine. Chest open. Just breathe in. Deep exhale through your nose into your belly. Again, inhale. Deep exhale. Lovely. From here, inhale, raise your arms up overhead. Sit out of your sit bones. And as you exhale, fold forward. Use your peace fingers and grab onto your big toes. Now, if this is too much for your hamstrings and you're feeling it's quite sore, take a bend in your knees here. Be quite generous about it if it helps. And then just gently, as time goes on, feel the stretch. And the more you stretch into it, you might find your knees will eventually soften off and become a bit more straight. So just do what feels good to you in your stretch. Try and keep a nice straight spine. Focus on getting your head past your toes, not your head to your knees, okay? Just elongate that spine. Hinge from your hips as you fold forward as well, not from your waist. Sit up, out your sit bones and come up and over. Just take a bit of softness in your knees here if you need it. And breathe. Bending your elbows and using that to help pull you in deeper to the floor. Helps to stretch out your lower back here as well. Should be a nice stretch there. One more big breath in. And exhale deeply. Right. Head, chest up, straighten your arms out. Take a moment here. And this time, try and see if you can place your hands on the back of your feet. And again, if you need to bend your knees to do this, and that's a big enough stretch for you, that's fine. Do what feels good for you, okay? Inhale, head, chest up. And as you exhale, release down. One more big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, head, chest up. Still connecting your hands to your feet. And then exhale, release your hands away. Lovely. Now, this time, come into butterfly here. Bring your feet to face each other to touch your knees bent. See how far you can go with it. See if you can adjust your sit bones closer by going back if it feels good, or forward if you want a bit more of a deeper stretch here. And just bring your hands to your feet as if you're reading a book, or you can place your hands around your ankles here. Just come and sit up nice and straight again. Nice straight back. Inhale, and as you exhale, see if you can fold forward, keeping that spine nice and straight. You can use your elbows here to help push your knees down as well. Again, nice and gently. Inhale, and if you can fold all the way over, that's great. If not, if you're just slightly bent over, that's fine too. Just do what feels good with your body. Perhaps with each exhale, you might go a little bit deeper. One nice big inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale and come to sit back up. And from here, take another deep inhale. And this time when you exhale, round the spine and fold over. Try and bring your head to your toes. Using your elbows to help push your knees down maybe. Great, another big inhale. Deep exhale. Great. Inhale to rise back up. Sit up nice and tall here. Take a couple of breaths. Remember your intentions. Be aware of your body and how it feels. Just when you're ready, release your legs, maybe bring your knees back together. And just gently place your legs out in front of you.
Go grab yourself cushions, blankets, whatever necessary to make you feel comfortable as we lie here in Shavasana.
So come and lie down on your mat, relaxing your body into the floor. Sending your arms out to either side, palms facing up. Just let your legs just hang naturally to the side here. And just take a nice big inhale and deep exhale again through your throat down into your belly. Inhale. Fill your lungs all the way to the top. And then a nice big exhale deep into your throat, down into your belly. And again, one more time. And this time with your exhale, feel your body completely just melt and dissolve into the floor. Take this minute or two just to relax. Mind starts to wander. Bring it back to your breathing. Maybe take a couple of deep inhales and exhales again. Slowly begin to bring your awareness to the sounds around you. The sounds in the far distance. Bring that awareness closer and closer to you. The sounds come louder as they get closer into the room that you're in. And then listen to the sounds in your body. Begin to wriggle your fingers and toes. Tighten your wrists and your ankles. Perhaps taking a bend in your knees. Take a nice big stretch overhead. Slowly begin to make your way up to a seated position. Come to Sukhasana. If sitting cross-legged feels too tight for your hamstrings and your knees here, just fold your legs straight out in front of you here. Just relax your feet. Rest the back of your hands on your thighs. Just take a moment to be present here now. Taking your time from getting up from the floor to a comfortable seated position. Be present and aware of those movements.
Your next inhale, bring your hands to your heart center and bow your head down. Bring your thumb to meet your third eye. Give thanks and gratitude to your practice today. You've explored different areas today. Maybe it's been nice to focus on being present. Try and not let the mind wander off to other things today. Have the palms of your hands together to create some nice heat and friction, some power and energy. When you feel ready, release your palms to your eyes here. Take a nice big inhale and again another deep exhale down into your belly. Slowly begin to open your eyes, and as you do so, remove your hands away to reveal a smile. Namaste. Thank you all very much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and maybe go ahead today feeling a bit more mindful and present in the things that you do. Take care. I'll see you next time.